there was a report that came out that apparently Danny Ainge passed on the trade
I got disconnected.
uh,
What'd you say?
to get Miles Turner in exchange for Gordon Hayward. And they were also going to get a first round pick, according to that report. So I'm gonna start it off first with my thoughts on that. I think that was a really stupid decision to not take that because not only do you beef up your defense, but you get an asset that you could flip into a player. Knowing the Thunder, they could give you anybody for that. But yeah, I just don't understand the purpose of turning that down. That would instantly give them the best defense in the league, in my opinion. Like, still, sure, I understand you still have Kemba, but you surround him literally with elite defenders at every single position. So you put him in the perfect situation. You Marcus Smart, uh, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and then you got Miles Turner. Like, man, that defense would be intimidating. So, what are y'all thoughts on them reportedly passing on that?
Well, I got a question for y'all. Actually pertaining that, right? Do you think they just did that because they didn't want to give the pay? They believed that if they get the Pacers Gordon Hayward, like that somehow make them just as good, if not better, than the Celtics. You think he did that?
Mm,
Mm, no.
nah, because they're not better.
I mean, it could be like Victor Oladipo could come back, like play a full season, have a full off season just to work out and everything, right? Come back, be at least 80% of his 2017 or 2018 stuff, right? And then
But
like
Danny
Gordon
Danny Ainge isn't the type of person to not take risks though. Like
not take risks.
No,
Yes,
he doesn't take risks. He
he doesn't
doesn't
take
take
risks.
risks.
what?
He doesn't go all in for
No,
championships.
he doesn't, bro. Because think about it, they've passed on so many guys on the trade block,
Like
bro. So
who?
And they
Besides
could have
that
got
besides that
AD,
one. Besides that one.
Don't say AD or Kawhi.
Paul George,
G. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll give you Paul George.
Jimmy Butler.
I'm trying to remember.
Remember when Jimmy was in Chicago? Those reports that they could have got Jimmy.
Literally everyone from like
Exactly.
2017 to like 2020.
I mean,
Bro, with the assets they had, bro.
honestly though, like, cause think about this, right?
Yeah.
They trade for Jimmy. They would have to trade one of their young wings, right? Compared to getting Gordon Hayward, who they got in free agency, who at the time was a really good player, and you can argue was just as good as both of those players, right?
Well,
Um,
I don't think so because they would still have the Nets pick, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And you would like you
no, but the other, if he traded for him, they would have had to give up that next pick.
No, I guarantee you, us as
no, but
Bulls fans,
they had
we would
another
have
net they had another
no
Nets
us
pick
us as
besides.
Bulls fans, we would have gladly taken Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown was literally a third pick in the draft, bro. We would have gladly just taken Jalen
And
Brown.
that's what I mean, bro. They don't want to give up Jalen Brown. Look what Jalen Brown is now.
Okay, but Jimmy Butler could have done that. Like, come on now.
You get an older version of Jimmy Butler who's declining, right? He does
Jimmy
that.
is not
Does
declining
does
though.
does that guarantee a championship?
No, but you keep making moves. Like,
Exactly.
what do
You
you
keep
mean?
making moves. They
This is
still
the
have
thing.
assets.
This is the thing. You get Jimmy, right? So Jimmy,
And you're forgetting Jimmy was in his prime. He had his best season in Minnesota in
At that
2018.
at that time, you would literally be pairing Jimmy with who Kyrie at the time,
Exactly.
or
And not only that,
teammates. Oh my gosh, yo.
but
yeah.
either way, it shows that you're willing to go all in to win a
No,
championship.
but this is what you're doing, right? You're not creating
And if they had Jimmy
long-term
instead
success.
of Gordon Hayward in 2018, they probably would have went to the final. They for sure would have went to the finals because Kyrie would have gotten hurt. That Jimmy could have carried them to the finals.
I'm not that. Like listen to this, right? We
What'd you
talk
say?
about it. I said I'm not even sure about that. Like listen to this. You see those teammates that were able to get him to the finals out Kyrie? Those, like I said, those are nice. Those are great, what's it called, players, right? And not only that, but they're on cheaper deals, which means you can make more moves around them at the time, right? And it's just like cap won't be a problem. Jimmy Butler comes in, he's automatically a $26 million guy, right? 25, $26 million guy.
They brought in Gordon Hayward,
And
bro.
like I said, not only that, you don't have sustained long-term success. You don't have a young duo, bro. Like that right there, like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown is probably not a thing. You want those two to be a thing. Like,
but you still have like Okay, so your goal isn't to win a championship. What you're saying.
You might make the finals, but it's not guaranteed a championship.
Okay, so what you're saying, you're agreeing with us when we say that he doesn't go all in to win championships.
I don't think that's not going on to win championships.
Bro,
Okay, then
if your
what was
goal isn't to win a championship, which
what
he
about
says
PG?
it is.
What about PG then?
PG, no.
What do you mean PG?
You know,
Because like they could have got Paul George. You're forgetting
they would have asked for one of those picks. They would have asked for Jaylen Brown, probably. Yes, they would have.
Okay, Jaylen Brown, sure, but you give up Jaylen Brown, bro. You gotta win.
You do not give up Jaylen Brown.
What?
So what I'm saying is
for a nigga that can possibly leave.
I mean, dude, but you gotta take a risk. That's our point, though. You gotta take a risk to win a championship. You're gonna take that risk during the Warriors era, and then he leaves. But time out. During that offseason, that was before Kevin Durant even signed. Kevin Durant was gonna sign. Nobody knew that though. And so
no one knew that for real.
No one knew Kevin Durant knew that for real. Warriors, bro. Nobody knew that.
I did.
Wait, no, that wasn't the offseason.
Actually, no. It was
that wasn't the offseason. That wasn't the offseason when Kevin Durant signed. That was not the offensive. That was
2017.
That was the 2017 offseason is when KD was already on the team.
Yeah, he was already on it.
Oh,
why take that risk?
But still, getting to the finals would have been an accomplishment in itself, though.
Getting to the finals instead of winning, the goal isn't we're not LeBron fans here. We're not.
Okay, have they won a championship then? Have they won a championship then? Have they won a championship here?
They have not. They have not won a championship now. I mean, LeBron fans, bro, they're
yeah, I know.
Finals, but they don't.
To them, a finals appearance is a championship.
That's a fact.
But no. What's it called? They haven't won a championship yet, but they still have to in coming years. And plus, they don't have the Warriors in the way anymore. Compared to then, they go all in. Let's say that, right?
But even now, what assets do they have to go in all in now? If they wanted to,
you know where they really fucked up.
They're literally just riding Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Where they really fucked up was giving Kemba a fucking max contract because instead of going out because they had the space, mind you, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were on their rookie deals, so they had the space to go out there and get players to fill out the rest of their roster, fill out some bench depth that are made as a major issue for them, and also surround Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And I remember what's up?
I was gonna say that's just an example of going. I'm not gonna say all in, but like going in on winning because Kemba wasn't a losing situation, but he was a really good offensive player. Like, I mean, you don't expect him to play.
That's taking a risk right there.
That is taking a risk, but
that's a stupid risk. But
they also make that risk before Jason Tatum breaks out. Though.
Think about it though. You don't know think about all the players. Think about all the players that they passed on, and you go after Kemba and give him a max contract.
Okay.
Furious?
You're talking about all the players that you passed. You're bringing you're talking about the past when like I said, the Warriors dynasty still existed, right? B, those players most of them were all on expiring deals. So there's still no guarantee.
Jimmy wasn't an expiring deal.
Jimmy was an expiring deal.
No, he wasn't. Jimmy had
talking about
2
on the
years
Wolves?
left.
You're talking about on the Wolves.
When he was in Minnesota in 2018, he had a year left after that.
A year left. He could still.
So he had 2 years.
He could still leave.
He had 2 years on his contract.
And like I said, the Warriors dynasty still existed.
Oh my god, bro! But you still have to try, bro. Do you think so? You should just roll over and let them dominate. Is that what you should do?
This is what I'm saying.
Go, you gotta realize that like every year era is like a Warriors type era, where it's just like a team's gonna be always dominant.
So. Exactly.
Listen.
That doesn't mean you just roll over and quit.
I'm not saying
that's like telling the Nuggets not to make a trade or something just because the Lakers exist.
Did they roll over and quit? I don't even think the Warriors are the Nuggets. The fucking Lakers are a dynasty team right now. The Warriors, they had 2 legitimate 30 niggas that could drop 30 on any night. Even
so the
role player.
So do the Lakers, bro.
I'm not sure about that. There's only 2 players who can drop 30.
Who's the third?
I forgot about Clay.
Yeah, I completely forgot. The role player could do it too. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like you look at that roster, you see like they can make the finals. they're not gonna win. Like I said, bro, it's not a guaranteed win. And niggas are gonna get tired of losing. Jimmy could just still go up and walk to Miami, right? You keep a foundation of young, like you keep Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. The Kemba move, it looks bad, right? I completely understand, but Kemba is a great player when healthy. This playoffs, he was playing hurt. We know this. We saw it. It was obvious his knee was not fully 100%, right? But he was still able to make an impact, and they were still guarding him like he was freaking Steph Curry. See, like you got
You're
to.
also forgetting though. You're also forgetting
I
though
still think that they can
they
make a
still
trade
traded.
while keeping both of them though.
The thing is, you're forgetting JSmooth that they literally traded for Kyrie, traded the best player for him, mind you, and not only did they do that, but Kyrie still walked. So like they made a risk there, and it didn't pay off.
Work. Look what happened.
What
happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
They gave up a first round pick for nothing.
Okay, but like they took a risk on a player that ended up walking. So
And was that a good idea?
Yes,
I mean,
it was.
honestly, it was a good idea because they gave themselves an opportunity, bro. It was a good idea.
Okay,
But
who
like I'm
knows
saying,
how
what
good that
happened
team
now?
looks if Gordon Hayward doesn't break his leg?
That's what I'm saying. Like it is very possible, bro. That team up and goes to the finals that year if Gordon Hayward doesn't mess his shit up.
Okay,
bro.
but the thing is, so that validates the move. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's what I mean. They didn't do it.
I mean, I guess, bro. But
That's what I mean.
I
They
don't get.
didn't
What are you
do
trying to?
it,
What do you
yo.
mean? What do you mean, bro?
Okay, but Mustard, I'm not gonna lie. The way like we're looking at it, I guess you can count the Kyrie and Kemba moves as Ainge going in, because like we don't know that it's not gonna work out at the time. So at the time, we're looking at the Celtics like
I knew it
they're
wasn't.
they're one
That
of the
Kemba
best
move,
teams.
I knew that Kemba move wasn't gonna work out because I literally. What's crazy is, bro, I literally made a video about it. I was like, nobody won this shit. Nobody won the Kemba and Terry Rozier trade, and it was stupid. It makes no sense. Because I was like, bro, instead of just filling out their roster, they're gonna go and sign this guy to a max contract and watch them be stuck in financial hell.
Yeah, but this was
With no
before
move.
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum broke out into like
Nigga, but I
stars.
thought
So.
Jaylen Brown and Tatum should have. The thing is, bro.
Nah, you were not up on Jaylen
Yes,
Brown.
no. Yeah, I was. But my issue.
Now you hating on him?
No, I just think y'all be overrating him sometimes. But my issue. That's not the point, bro. My issue was this. Every year they keep promising these niggas that they're gonna be the future cornerstones of the franchise, right? But you can't keep doing that and then going out there to get guys that are marquee names, because then you're essentially telling them, hey, yo, just wait, give it some time, and then you're gonna be the guy. And that's no, you can't keep pissing these guys off like that, especially when the year prior there were issues with Kyrie Irving. So like for them to bring in Kemba, who sure you could say, oh, but he was gonna take the step back anyway. How do you know that? You didn't know that when you signed the nigga. You didn't know that at all. So like, and Tatum didn't start breaking out until later on in the season. So like, as far as I'm concerned, bro, like, no, that makes no sense. I knew this shit was coming from a mile away. And I remember people were going in my comment section when the Celtics were having a solid season. They were like, yo, how you feel now, bro? The Celtics are doing well. And now look at these niggas stuck in financial hell.
They're still going to be good again. See, okay, but I still think that after this offseason, they're just going to trade. They're just going to trade Kemba. They're going to play well again. They're going to.
They were trying to trade Kemba this offseason though, and they couldn't find.
Yeah, but
nobody.
he just didn't play, bro. Honestly, bro, the Knicks will take that here, bro.
You can't. What are you getting from the Knicks, bro? What are you getting from the Knicks?
Tell me the Knicks won't take him, bro.
Okay, so you want Kevin Knox?
Sure.
Y'all serious?
No.
Okay, bro. Honestly, y'all. Okay, we need to stop this.
Right, you're right. You're right about that. Though.
We need to stop this Kemba disrespect, bro. Like I said, yo, he had knee issues. Came back. He was playing on these knee issues.
I still don't think Kemba's the fit for them, though. I think getting a cheaper point guard like Goran Dragic is a better fit.
Goran Dragic is not leaving Miami.
No, I'm just saying. I know. I'm just saying. Like the idea of having a cheaper point guard that can play the role that Goran did is better than having Kemba on that team.